Hello, my name is Jim Mullany from Sitek Process Solutions. Today is Thursday, May 30th, 2024. I hope everyone's having a nice spring and summer coming up. Today I'm doing a video source inspection on a Sitek 6-inch spin rinse dryer. We do not give our customers names out on our videos because these are uploaded to our YouTube channel, but I'll let you know the purchase order ended in 63996. This system is for a 6-inch 270S spin rinse dryer. It has the upgraded Sitek state-of-the-art control system. This customer actually, which is very traditional it's a university and it's going out of the United States. It's very common as universities, as they've gone from 3-inch, 4-inch, or 100 millimeter to 150, is that they want to still run multiple sizes, but want to run 150 millimeter wafers, which is becoming a standard, obviously, in universities. So what they did is they purchased our standard rotor, which I'll show you, and then I'll do, after this process run, I'll make a modification to the controller to run a short run, showing how we can, within 10 seconds, make the system capable of 100 millimeter wafers. So the options on this system is the slick device control system, which I already talked about. They also have the 6-inch cassette they use, the A19460MB, that's Integris. And then they also have for 4-inch, the Integris A18239MLB. This university, to save money, also has the Sitek optional N2 saver valve. And what I'm saying here is that the Sitek control system, the slick device, already has the capability of turning off 90% or 80% of the nitrogen when it's idle. You go into the settings, when the process is over and the wafers are unloaded, you can set a predetermined time, usually about 30 seconds, that the N2 turns off, except for the LPP that's still purging. Excuse me, the labyrinth seal in the back that's still purging. But with our special valve assembly, when the LPP turns off, the valve also turns off, so you save 100% of the nitrogen. That's a cost savings that we found with traditional companies, anywhere to $2,000 to $3,000 per year, every single year, just by having the Sitek control system and our N2 saver valve. Okay, so this system also has a light indicator. Yellow or amber means it's ready to process. I'll go ahead and I have a typical process here. It's a 60-second rinse that has a quick purge that blows the water out of the lines so it doesn't drip back during the process. You have your traditional dry one, which is a high RPM, shorter duration, 90 seconds. That kind of slings the water off the wafers, the cassettes, etc. Then you have dry 2, which is longer duration, 210 seconds. That utilizes a hot N2, centrifugal force, and heater blankets to dry everything. I won't go into the control system itself. It has lots of options that we upgraded. It has capability of not running not running heat during the process, multiple step process. Sitek has a lot of options now built into that. Through our website and under the controllers, you'll be able to see videos of all the technology we've implemented into our new control system. So this university wants to run 150 millimeter wafers. This is the cassette. An operator walks up, simply loads it, and hits start. Alrighty, you can see the DI water rinsing. Why it goes through the process, I'll talk about a support system for the spin rinse dryers. I'll wait till we go into our purge, because then there's a long dry, 90 seconds plus 210, and then I can actually talk while it's just running behind me versus. But so the controller right here, it's in rinse step 1, 500 RPM, it's got 37 seconds left. Green means good, the rinse valve is on, and the low pressure purge valve is on. And then you can see through the graphic interface, the green on the valves mean it's working, 20 PSI sensor is working, everything's fantastic. So you got about 20 seconds more during the rinse cycle. Alrighty, now we're gonna go into the purge, a quick 10-second purge. You see that kind of air blow there? That just blew all the water out of the DI line. Now this is a quick 10-second purge, and then we're already at 1800 RPM. That's what our dry one will be set at for the next 90 seconds. Okay, as you can see, running totally smooth, quiet, excellent condition. For reference, on the back of the rinser dryer, we have mounted our LC4, which is a servo amp. Also our serial tag. This is SRD number 01646, and it was manufactured in 5/2024. That's obviously us, and it gives you the power requirements. Okay, so we are the premier remanufacturer, refurbisher, and supplier now of new spin rinse dryers. We believe in the United States and now almost across the world. So on this system, we have 100% spare parts. We have new controller, yes. Light indicators, yes. Everything inside of here, the servo amp, the motor, the heater blankets, the solenoids, the ACR valves, etc. We have everything new and as a replacement part. This customer university only has one rinser dryer that I'm aware of actually, and it's been replaced. The 4-inch 100 millimeter system they have now, we're replacing it. We're actually taking it back as trade for this 150 millimeter system. Sitek also, because of the geographical location, is doing and I will be doing it, the free startup at the university, giving training to the professors and some of the users on our control system where they'll get much in-depth training. I'll forward them the manual ahead of time so they're aware what's going on with that. Okay, now we're going into our 210-second dry 2. So that'll be about 3.5 minutes. So we offer 100% spare parts, kind of rounding out our company profile. For wet processing, we are the #1 supplier of parts and remanufacturer and support company for the Integris H2C product line. That would be the box and cassette washers, 8,000 all the way to the 8030. The OEM no longer supports that, so we act as a worldwide support system for that. The third product line we do in wet processing is the traditional mask wafer scrubbers. That would be the Ultra T, Ultratech, K&S, etc. We actually have one right here that's going to this system is going to the UK. We have another system that's in test that is going to be going over to Asia in the next week or so. As you can see, final test is pretty busy. We have a system over here that was just qualified. That'll be shipping to the Bay Area the next day or two. This is how a system comes in without its poly. That way we can hook it up to our DI system, do full testing of it, make sure there's no leaks, everything's great, do all the tie downs, the wire wraps, then we'll enclose it in its enclosure and add the light indicator. Here's a system that comes in that for a customer, as you can see, it comes in without poly because this will be integrated into a double stack. We had a customer buy 6 double stacks from us that we're in the middle of building. So we have about 2 minutes left. So that talks our wet processing line. We also have metrology. We do the 10-core particle counters, the 6,000 class, the 4,500, 5,500, etc. We do metrology tools in the sense of nanometrics, prometrics, Rudolph flipsometry, and then we also do some photolithography work. We do quite a lot of pump repairs and pump packages. That would be the IDI, Cybor, and Millipore. I can see that we're building 4 high viscosity millipore pumps over there now for a customer that's in, actually that's Asia also. Like our rinser dryer, Sitek's policy on every system we ship, even if it's a pump, it gets a video source inspection, so prior to leaving our site, the customer knows it was working perfectly. All right, we have about a minute left. Part of our expansion here at Sitek, you can't see it, but the door here, we have our new clean room that's being finished up. We have to put in, we're halfway done with the facilities. The walls are being finished, the doors are being put on in the next couple days. Then we have to get our laminar flow system. So part of our quality control is this room will be our pre-final test. Then we'll roll it in to a final test where all the videos will be done in the future. The reason we had to expand is we're always too crowded in final test here. So the new clean room has double. We have enough for 10 rinser dryers at a time being tested. Okay, we have about 35 seconds. At the end of the process, what will happen, it's called the rotor stop positioner, or RSP. It will engage and it will take the rotor to the home position, which is 12 o'clock we call it. That means the wafers are sticking straight up so they don't fall out when you pull out the cassette. You want them straight up. What happens is when the RPM at the end of time, when it drops down and starts winding down at 70 RPM is when the RSP will engage and upright the rotor. You won't be able to hear it more than likely on there, but I can hear it, like see the door's locked. I'll hear the door release and I'll be open. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. So at the end of the process, blue means unload me. It gives you a completed successful process. It gives you the elapsed time of all the steps. If you had an error, it would come up and say unsuccessful. This would be blinking red as a warning. When you cleared it, you would go into an alarm screen and it would tell you what happened. Let's say you had loss of N2 or something happened with the system. We have complete diagnostics through our control system of everything that's happening all the time with this rinser dryer. So to clear it at the end of the process, you can hit OK, open the door, or hit stop. I'll just do it easy. I'll open the door. You'll see everything will clear. Okay? We're back down. It unloaded. I'll take this 150 millimeter out. Alrighty. So imagine the rinser dryer's here, and now you have a student come up that wants to run 100 millimeters. All they do is they go to the Sitek insert, which is this. This insert is designed to match exactly and balance exactly to our rotors. It has to be a brand new Sitek rotor and a brand new insert. They slide it in. Now you're to 100 millimeter. Let's grab a 100 millimeter cassette. Simple as that. You walk up. Instantaneously, you've converted it to 100 millimeter. Fantastic. It's a state-of-the-art work. A lot of engineering years over the time to make everything balance perfectly. But we do this with 200 down to 150 down to 100. We actually have people that run 300 millimeter that size it down. We can do different squares. We do all kinds. We build master rotors that will handle custom inserts for all the custom cassettes we design at Sitek. We have a full engineering staff to do any custom work needed. All right, so we don't have to wait as long. I'm going to go into this recipe and shorten it. I go to the default. I'm going to take the rinse down to 10 seconds. Actually, I'm going to go to 0 because I don't want it to be wet. 0 time in there. Okay. Then I will go, to make this easy, I'll go 10 seconds at 600, so we ramp up. I'll just do 30 seconds at 1800, and I'll do 30 seconds at 500. Just to do a nice quick process. Save. Recipe saved. So again, I turned the water off, and that way we don't have to watch it for 5 minutes for no reason. So you load it, you simply hit start. Okay, system starts up. You can see it's running totally smooth, no vibration, perfect. We're at 600 RPM right now, dead on with our control system. Our feedback, we're exact RPM. We're gonna ramp to 1800 now. Boy, it's so quiet, you didn't even hear it. 1800, beautiful. That is such a quiet rinser dryer. You can't even tell this thing's running. It's built so nice. Okay, we got about 15 seconds left. Then we'll drop down to the low RPM again. Again, this was just to show you how easy it was to switch from 150 to 100 millimeter and run a quick cycle to show you how smooth it is. Okay, we're gonna ramp down through the harmonic real quick. And we're gonna go, I have it set at 500 RPM for the dry too, right at 500 exact. The bowl heater, as you see that's yellow, that's okay. The bowl heater has a temperature specification on it that it opens and closes throughout the process. It has a high and low temp spec. So the amber or yellow means it's met spec, and it turned the heat off until it cools back down a few degrees and it'll turn back on. Okay, the process is over. And now I'll show you, I opened the door last time. This time I'll do it off the front of the controller. Okay, successful run. Okay. So one thing I did say, as a reference, see this alarm screen? That would be lit up, and this would be red if there's an error. If you went into our alarm, you can see all the alarms we have. It would be in red if there was an alarm. You could actually push the alarm to clear it. But what we have done is we've done an upgrade to a system that explains the alarm and what the next step to do is before you have to contact Sitek. So now we're trying to make it an interactive control system for the maintenance team. They can say, oh, okay, troubleshooting. I know what the cause was, and I know what the troubleshooting is to try to fix it ourselves without having to go to the OEM factory, which is us. I'll clear this now. Okay, back to the same, let me get back to the alarm out of there. Okay, and as I said, I would simply unload. And if all of a sudden we want to run 150, this comes out. And the operator walks back with their 6-inch or 150 millimeter wafers and loads the cassette. Perfect, easy, takes no time at all. So that will conclude my pre-shipment video source inspection of a Sitek 6-inch and 4-inch spin rate dryer that's going to a university internationally. Again, I will go up and do the startup of the tool to do training to the university for some of the students and so forth. If there's any questions about this, feel free to call us at 916-797-9000 and ask for anybody in our sales department. Also, on any part on our website, you can click on Contact Sales. It'll ask for a couple simple information. It'll send us an email to our sales team, and we'll be able to get back to you for any of your spare parts, your service, or your new spinner and dryer needs. Thank you, and have a great day.